Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today I wanted to talk about the one game everyone seemed to forget about, or at least because we haven't heard anything for such a long time, people assume that the game was cancelled. I'm talking about the Avengers project, a huge AAA title announced by Marvel in 2017 in collaboration with Crystal Dynamics, the people who brought you the Tomb Raider franchise, Gex, Legacy of Kain, and much more. But with the release of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, they really proved to us that they are extremely capable of creating a good story-based game with amazing gameplay elements and graphics. Besides that, they're also collaborating with Eidos Montreal that gave us Deus Ex series and other amazing titles. So what is going on with, in my opinion, one of the biggest projects in the video game industry, especially when you think about the scale of the MCU and how much money they have, or, well, popularity, to develop these sort of projects. If one thing is secure, it's the money. Now officially the game is still in development, even though it has been more than 2 years since we heard anything about the game itself. And because Endgame is upon us and the peak of the Marvel universe is here, one expected that the game would be revealed sometimes in 2019, but it didn't happen. Obviously, all of the eyes are on Endgame right now, what happens with Thanos, etc, but at the same time we know that the Avengers project is not going to follow the movies, it's not going to be the video game version of the films. They want to give us a new original story. Keep in mind, before, Marvel games didn't really go that well. You had the Iron Man game from 2008, Thor God of Thunder and Captain America Super Soldier. They were all mediocre games, but at the same time the new Spider-Man game, which came out for PlayStation 4, proved everyone that superhero games can be amazing and well done, if you have the right talent behind it. Besides the usual announcement that Marvel and Square Enix have announced a new multi-year, multi-game licensing agreement to publish new original games, beginning with the Avengers, they also said that the Avengers project is being designed for gamers worldwide and will be packed with all the characters, environments and iconic moments that have thrilled longtime fans of the franchise. Featuring a completely original story, it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come. So far from the trailer itself, we kinda see that the game will have Thor, Captain America, Iron Man and Hulk as potential playable characters. So it would seem that we might have like different storylines to play with each character, or it might be some co-op multiplayer experience where we go through different levels or have an open world to explore. Now all of this sounds great if it's executed correctly. One thing people want is if you fly with the Iron Man suit, they want to feel like Iron Man. New Spider-Man game is extremely fluid and well done in that area. Web slinging is amazing and you have this sense of what it feels to be a Spider-Man, even in a video game. Every single one of these Avengers has different moves and abilities, so polishing each character and their moves does require a lot of time and effort, but if done properly, this could be one of the best Marvel games ever created. And look, just judging from the Tomb Raider, they are capable of creating that experience. Going through the vast areas in those games was fun and engaging, and if they do something like this in the Avengers project, people will be happy. Let's go back to the Arkham series, for example. That series proved that you can create an amazing Batman game. Each set of moves Batman has is fun, and yes, they had huge problems with the PC port for Arkham Knight, but the core game itself was amazing. I did read that they hired people that developed Batman Arkham Origins, Dead Space and Star Wars Battlefront, so the talent is there. The execution is what counts. Also, the multiplayer segment worries me the most. The whole point of the Avengers is to fight together, and yes, you can achieve that through single player and AI controlled heroes. But the better option, but also a dangerous one, is to give people a chance to save the world together. Executing combos would be really amazing, especially if you could do it in co-op, and it would really benefit the success of the game. And even though the Avengers project is still listed on their website, there is no info so far about the development, and honestly, the game could have been changed from the initial idea. Maybe we control other characters that were introduced, and because they're creating an original story and have money, they have the full freedom to experiment with this and show their best work yet. It also seems to me like the game could be a next generation release. Even though PlayStation 5 and new Xbox are not here, the game would benefit a lot from the new possibilities of the hardware new consoles would bring to the table. But at the same time, PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible, so you can release the game for PlayStation 4 and still play it on PlayStation 5, or even release an updated version. It wouldn't be the first time developer does it. So in the end, they're busy working on the game, and honestly, I can't wait to see more because MCU has been extremely successful, and if you can create amazing movies, you also need to make great games that are not going to be wasted investments but actually prove that superhero games can still kick ass and be entertaining. If anything does come up in the future, you can be sure I will talk about it, so subscribe to stay tuned for that. Also tell me down below what you expect from this and when you think it's coming out. Visit me up on Twitter and Discord for more Avenger news, and as always, stay classy everyone, bye bye.